Thank you for joining everybody. Today we're doing chapter 5 of How to Fall in Love with the Process of Becoming Great or Chop Wood, Carry Water. This work is by Joshua Medcalf, and it's a beautiful work in exchange of a disciple, John, and a sensei named Akira, who are in a samurai school. And John always wanted to be a samurai since he was growing up. He always dreamt of it. And finally, that he's reached the stage he feels very eager to start shooting arrows, but his guru or his sensei, Akira, always tells him, chop wood and carry water. Now, this till now we have experienced and explored the first four chapters, which is about, how the consistency has to be there and the faithfulness to that one action and all of those things. So John is still trying to take in what Akira is saying, but he has this undergoing, frustration or excitement. So today we are reading chapter 5. The title of this chapter is Nothing is a Test. But try as he might, John kept unconsciously slipping back to his old habits. Growing up, he had always succeeded in sports and school by focusing on proving himself. Some of his coaches even told him they liked the way he played with a chip on his shoulder. Even in the peaceful environment of the samurai community, it was hard for him to shake those instincts of seeing life as one test after another to prove his worth. Without realizing it, he began to pride himself on completing each drill and archery movement the fastest, even made sure that he chopped more wood and carried more water in less time than the other apprentices. One day, he was so focused on this that he filled his buckets well above normal level, walking briskly toward the community house. His foot caught the lip of an old, sorry, this is a little, it gets in the vein and it stops my reading. I just gotta wait for it to disappear. And be patient. So I hope you're enjoying the book so far, guys. And we are on chapter 5 today, and this thing. All right. So I'm gonna read this again from the last paragraph. That is, one day he was so focused on this that he filled his buckets well above the normal level. Walking briskly towards the community house, his foot caught the lip of an old root buried in the ground, and the weight of the water in his bucket sent him toppling over. He slammed to the ground, soaked to the bone. But just as he opened his mouth to shout in anger, he noticed Akira watching him. The old sensei had seen the whole thing, and John picked himself painfully up off the ground. Akira pulled John to his feet and picked up one of his buckets and walked with him back towards the well. You were carrying quite a lot of water, weren't you? He asked. John shrugged, trying to play it off. I guess I don't think about it. I just try to carry the most that I can. Akira saw through this, asking quietly, the most that you can? Or just more than any of the others? John reddened, caught as Akira went on. John, you keep getting in the way of your own potential because you keep seeing everything as a test. The secret is to understand that nothing is a test, but only an opportunity to learn and grow. Many people never fulfill their potential because they look at every situation in life as a test. If you look at something as a test, then you will focus on only passing the test instead of maximizing your growth through the experience. Over time, the person who is simply focused on maximizing what they can learn and how they can grow will become much greater than the person who sees life as one continual test to prove themselves. John nodded, struggling with that wisdom. Don't fall for the trap, John. Even tests in school are not tests. Nothing is a test. It's only an illusion. Everything is an opportunity to learn and grow. Because remember, you are building your own house. Thank you for joining in. I hope you're enjoying so far. And in the next recording, we're going to be reading chapter 6.